What's up, YouTube? It's G Chaos, and we're back again. This is gonna be another video about Wuthering Waves, and this video is about the adjustments and the fixes that Wuthering Waves developers are going through at this current moment. I, as you all may know, I recently posted a video where I did my final thoughts and impressions on Wuthering Waves. I will be sure to like leave a. It'll most likely probably be in the top left or right of this video. So you guys could go ahead and click the link and take you down to that video about my final impressions of Wuthering Waves. Uh, so you go ahead. So be sure to go ahead and show support to that video and check it out. But today, but like I said, after I did that video, I specifically did a rating of the developers, and I gave them a 9 out of 10. This was me before I got into the full details of knowing of like the Kuro Games situation with the Geon weapon misinformation, I guess, or not really misinformation, but kind of like the translation issues and localization issues that Japanese players were having with Wuthering Waves because of Geon's weapon. In English it says Resonance Liberation, but for Japanese it said Resonance Skill. Japanese community members pull on the weapon. Turns out it wasn't um, skill; it was liberation, and now they're upset. And I went into more details on the previous video, so be sure to check that out. But yeah, I was just essentially giving the details about that. But I went into more details of but I went more research into that. Then now it's like the leak of like emails, which isn't that big of an issue because if you have two-factor authorization on your emails, which I recommend you should, you want to keep your information double secure, make sure it's safe. Have two-factor authorization. Otherwise, yes, it is going to be a problem if your email somehow does get leaked, right? But I can understand why for the Japanese community, why it might be an issue is because maybe who knows? I don't know too much about Japanese law, but maybe they have a different type of policy when it comes to privacy in their country, where they take it more strict. They take it more strictly, and they take it a lot more seriously over there, I guess, as opposed to here in America. Not saying that like America doesn't take it seriously, but maybe the Japanese, the Japanese community, they take it they take it super seriously. Like that's like something that you shouldn't. That's a line you should definitely should not cross, right? So that could be a possibility, yeah, but yeah, the developers, yeah, it's like they put out one fire and it's like another fire just comes right back up. It's like it's Kuro Games. It's like they're fixing an issue. It's kind of like the not really a meme. It's kind of like a common like comedy trope where it's like you're walking, where it's kind of like you're just walking and then you step on like the end of a rake. The rake goes up and the stick of the rake hits you in the face, and then it's like oh, okay, whoa, didn't see that rake there. Well, it's like well, I'll make sure to be careful next time. And then you proceed to step on the next rake and then it hits you, and then you step on the next rake and it hits you again, and then again, and then again. It's like every time they put out one issue, it's just another. It's like Kuro Games steps on their rake, and then their issue smacks them in the face. Now, a couple of it is of their own doing. Like this is the localization stuff. This is stuff they should have been got done and addressed it. That this is the type of stuff where especially early game with Wuthering Waves, and Wuthering Games is an amazing game. All right, it's an amazing game, but this is the type of stuff where it's like you can't make mistakes like this because mistakes like this could lose you a good number of people because of your localization issues. Like this stuff could, it's like yeah, it happened with the Japanese community now, but watch, it could maybe who knows, maybe it could happen to the English community or maybe to the Chinese community. this is just the type of stuff that Kuro Game developers need to step. Did they get ahead of this, and they need to work on this as soon as possible, which I'm sure they are. Every type of issue had they've had to hear from their players. They've responded positively, and they've made adjustments, the correct adjustments, right? So I believe so. Yeah, uh, developers, they're kind of like right now. It's kind of like an uneasy, excuse me, an uneasy relationship right now between them and, well, definitely the Japanese community. I don't know about the global community. For the American or English speaking community, it's not too bad right now, but it would surprise me if some of the English content creators or players who watch what just happened with the Japanese community, it's like it would give some of us pause to be like, okay, we know you guys like listen to our issues, but it's like with this type of situation, it's like the way you not necessarily mishandle it, but it's like you kind of like made it a bit worse, like slightly worse. It's like that's gonna give us pause to like put our full investment and trust into you guys. But I'm just going in here because I am a very overall I'm a very like positive person. And I'm going kind of going into it with a little bit of blind faith. I do have some skepticism, of course. It's right to have that, but based on all the other adjustments that they've made with the bugs and like the fixes during the game, post launch, like 2 or 3 days after it launched, the amount of like fixes and bugs that they were working around the clock, day and night on, I think that's the type of effort where it's like, okay, I'll give them a chance. It's probably gonna take time, but just give them a chance. But anyways, this is a post that they recently made. As you can see here, it was yesterday, June 1st. Uh, announcement on Wondering Ways 1.0 version and future adjustments directions. Now we're going to see what this update and noise is all about. So, yeah, let's just dive right into it. Let's just see what we got here. All right, dear. Oh, that music came up. All right, let's do this. Dear Rovers, greens. We are the Wuthering Waves dev team. Since the official launch of Wuthering Waves, we have received a lot of valuable feedback and suggestions through social media and in-game surveys. Which by the way, yeah, make sure in the in-game surveys, be truthful, be honest. Don't be like, oh, everything's fine and good. No, offer actual, you know, give like actual feedback or give the actual rating of like certain events. If like events are bad, or if this part of the story was bad, or like if this character's kit is like bad, or you don't like this character's design, make sure you be truthful about that. Because telling a company no, everything's good, everything's fine, it gives them more of a leeway and more reason to just put out the same stuff over and over again, even though they have issues. But if the community's like, oh, there's no problem here, then the company's going to assume, okay, we can keep putting this stuff out. So, be truthful with the in game surveys. We are genuinely grateful for your attention and support. We apologize for the deficiencies and issues present in other ways. Our first fully independently developed and globally published game at Kuro Games, which that's a great note. Keep in mind, this is their first fully independent, independently developed, like global published game that Kuro Games has made. This is their first one ever. So yes, bugs and all that and the issues. There's going to be issues. There's going to be problems, right? Now again, I didn't experience the issues like everyone else was experiencing. Maybe because most people were playing on mobile. I would probably argue maybe it's like 60-40, like 60% PC, 40% mobile. But that's still like a lot of mobile players. The game is bound to have issues on launch, like any other big major game. Cyberpunk, I forgot the full name of it, but the Cyberpunk game, right? That game had a lot of issues with it. I ain't hear, well, at least maybe I wasn't aware of it, but I didn't see any too many reports or like a lot of people talking bad about how the bugs in Cyberpunk were, with Genshin, I don't think I heard much. I mean, yeah, people were posting about it. I think, but it wasn't this big of it wasn't as big of an issue, like as people are making the bugs and issues with Wuthering Waves. Like I don't know. Again, this is like their first global game, so it's like give them time. And plus, they've done like 20 plus like freaking hot fixes and like addressing the bugs. I'm sure if you're still able to log into the game or to like play the game at this point, it has to be your device that you're using. Like at this point, it has to be. All right, I'm just giving you a stack here. Maybe upgrade and listen. Maybe people and listen. I understand some people don't have don't have the ability to like afford that type of stuff. I can understand that, but if that's the case, then I would then don't whine and complain about like how your the game isn't good because you're unable to play for it because you don't have the proper device to play the game. That just means that you need to go. Well, if you have a job, then yeah, just maybe when the next paycheck comes, maybe upgrade your phone, or maybe buy like a you go buy a gaming laptop, and yeah, you can be able to play the game that way. Now, I'm not saying that's easy, but it's because yeah, some people it's like yeah, you have a job, then it's like yeah, just keep working your job, save your money, save your money. I feel like that's has to be like I feel like that's something that needs to be like um talked about more. Just people like saving their money and stop spending your money on like useless stuff that you don't need. Okay. Where are we? We understand that this has affected your gaming experience, and we are working to improve it for those who love the game. We have been working on optimizations and iterations for the current 1.0 version, and the development of subsequent version updates is also underway. Below, we will address some of the most discussed and concerned issues. All right, let's go. Let's start right into it. Okay, so think I on the eco development experience. Okay, eco development feels grindy and inadequate energy materials. Uh, I don't have. Okay, let's hear this out. We are aware of the common concern in the community that the current eco leveling experience feels too grindy, and the game lacks a wave place storage system. Okay, the wave place storage system, I agree right there. Is like I feel like yeah, definitely have it like if they implement like the reserve wave play system, like Hawkeye Servo does the reserve. I forgot the currency that is called the reserve star, the reserve trailblazer power. If they implement that system in this game, that'd be perfect. Because that way people could be like, okay, I've been okay. My wave plays are maxed out at two. What was it? 200 or 240? I think it was 240. But my web plays are maxed out. Now it's like okay, a couple extra days later, it's like oh, I have extra like reserve wave place in my storage. In my storage. Now I can use those. Now I can start grinding a bit more for like bosses and longer. We have confirmed and will implement the following adjustments while we are working internally on solutions to address other common concerns. All right. Uh, Number one, in the current version, we will launch a limited time Echo Material double yield event core classics. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's very good. A limited Echo, yeah. So basically, get double the materials for like uh defeating echoes. That's pretty good. I should like that. That does. I think that definitely does like fix the issue of like the grinding for echoes. Like it definitely reduces that. Now it's a limited time event, so it's not gonna be like a again, like events like that, you would probably think maybe they should have it like every. I guess you would argue every weekend, like every Saturday and Sunday. Um, at version 1.1, we will adjust the progression system to reduce the show credits cost of echo development. In version 1.1, we will remove the reward cutscene of the Tasset field. From version 1.1 and forward, the yield of echoes and echo development materials will be increased. Alright, number five, in upcoming updates, we will introduce the Wave Place storage system. Okay, so it looks like they are going to implement the same way that Star Roll has it. They're going to implement that same system. It looks like, from what I'm getting for number five. So that's really good. Um, so this one, number two, I don't think I've had a problem with the shell credit cost of like developing echoes. I never had that issue. Now again, maybe the way I play is differently from other people. I just don't go willy nilly spending all the shell credits like instantly, right? I get the way I play is like obviously I'm getting the best echo that I believe is perfectly suited for the character, like in my party, right? And I'm just going. I just keep grinding like those particular echoes. But I guess some people just be spending. I guess some people just spend a lot of show credit and for their echoes, and now it's just like, well, man, I don't have enough. It's like, bro, this is too much to freaking spend on living up echoes. Which, okay, again, I don't have that issue, but I'm sure plenty of other people have. So I can understand. I can understand from their perspective. We removed the reward cuts in the tacit field. I never. I don't know how many people were asking about this, but clearly it was enough to where they're removing the reward cutscene. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Maybe just like a personal like preference thing, but listen, it is what it is. All right, but it just goes to show that they're listening to people who do have some complaints about this type of stuff. So it is what it is, right? Um, yield of echoes and echo development materials will be increased. Okay, development materials will be increased. Okay, that's cool. So they're just increasing the number of like echo materials out of defeating echo. All right, that's cool. All right, so far, yeah. So far, these changes are fair, and I like them. All right, so this is pretty fair. All right, on to number two. Regarding our handling of the reward system error when recycling develop echoes. On May 29th, 2024, we were notified of an issue with the echo recycling system where the amount of shell credits players obtained when recycling developed echoes was wrong. Since this is an issue that directly impacts the game's balance, we fixed this problem and drew it in emergency live update on the same night and issue compensation to all players. As part of the measures to minimize the event's impact on the fairness within the player community, we informed the players of the situation and announced that we would remove all additional shell credits obtained unexpectedly as a result of this bug within 14 business days and issue compensations accordingly. Okay, so the echo recycling system, for those who may not know, it is definitely I definitely did went over it in one of my videos. Um, so basically, you take five random echoes, right, and you select them. You click and I forgot what it's called specifically, but you there's a there's a function where you click five echoes, you click merge, and basically depending on what level the echoes are, a um you get a level up version of a singular echo, of like a random like singular echo, and also you potentially get like a bonus one as well. That's like a higher rank echo, or like the same level rank. So let me give you an example. All right, you put in five blue echoes, right? Five blue echoes. Doesn't matter which ones. You put in five blue echoes. You click merge. You immediately, after clicking merge, you get a random 4-star echo, and you also potentially get another like 4-star echo as well that comes along with it as like a bonus, right? I think it's more like a chance that you get like a bonus echo. It's kind of like RNG, whether or not you get like a bonus echo with the 4-star echo that you got for merging the previous like five echoes. So yeah, it's basically so yeah, that's basically how it works. So it's like yeah, you merge five. green echoes, you get a blue echo, and then you potentially get another blue echo or a purple echo as bonus. So that's how that system works. So apparently there was an issue with like the credits that were obtained when recycling them. So okay. However, due to the urgency of this issue, we failed to issue an announcement of this issue in the first instance, which regrettably caused negative experiences for our players. We sincerely apologize for our proper way of handling the situation and the inconvenience caused. So at least they're owning up to it and saying, yeah, we messed up without addressing the issues and discussing the urgency of it. So we will send rewards or compensations accordingly for the mistake on our part, and we own up to it. So I like that. They're actually owning up to their mistake that they made, which is fair. Is fair. All right. Following an internal discussion, we have decided to compensate all players with the show credit based on the maximum amount of show credit that has been unexpectedly yielded through this bug to address the negative impact cost. That's good. We round up the nearest whole number and provide extra compensation to all players. 1 million show credits. Now see, now that's a lot. You can do a lot with like a million show credits. You can do a lot with it. Yeah, you can level up. Yeah, definitely level up echoes. You can definitely try to. I think you have to level up the weapons for your characters or for your mercenaries, and you also could like level up your skills. I think that also costs. Does that cost show credit? Oh no, I think they don't. No, they don't. They don't. No, they don't. Not that. Not to my knowledge, they don't. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think they do. But yeah, so compensation for 1 million short rest, that's pretty good. That's a good. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's fair. They did round it up with like all the players who had the experience with it, so that seems fair. Our distribution, this was, I can't speak. Distribution time. Uh, on June, I guess by 23:59, which is probably like that's like 12, or no, like 11:59. But anyways, so on June 10th, 2024. Uh they're gonna do it on June 10th. Okay. Uh, eligibility, character created and mailbox function. Okay, so these are the requirements for in order for you to get be valid for compensation. This is what you have to do. This is like the eligibility that you have to be able to hit to be compensated for 1 million shark credits. We apologize again for the hasty way we handled this issue and for any inappropriate wording in our announcements. We promise that our future decisions shall reflect due consideration and professionalism. Additionally, to address the poor experience with the ecosystem, we will compensate all rovers with crystal solvents. 20 of them. Oh, that's actually really good. One is 60 places. So that's um hold on, I can't do wait, I can't do math. It's been a long time. Okay. So five crystal solvents would be oh yeah, hold on. Alright. I can't do math. So 60 times what five, that's 300. I mean that's a lot of wave plays. Dude, there's gonna be so much grinding with like finding bosses with echoes, or like find the echo bosses. Like that's gonna be a lot of grinding. Thank you for understanding and support. Yeah, that's pretty good. Uh, okay, yeah. So this is the also the eligibility to be able to have 20 of these crystal solvers. These the things that you have to hit. Okay, on the error. Okay, on the error and 5-star weapon description. Oh yeah, so this is what the job. This is they're addressing the Japanese community, like the issue with it, the language localization. As has been as has been discovered by our players, the description of the 5-star weapon for Dead Summit, which is Geon's signature weapon, and the game in certain languages contain a mistranslation. Upon discovering this issue, we promptly corrected the description and issued compensation to all rovers, which the compensation was, by the way, guys, 2 Singapore's. Now, obviously, that wasn't enough, and so I, this was already discussed. They were working on giving people like refunds back but then the emails of the players for the Japanese community got leaked. So, like I said earlier in the video, it's like you put out one fire and then another one just pops up. Uh, we also initiated a comprehensive internal review of the localized versions of the endgame test across all the languages that we support. Any corrections or improvements made during the process will be included in the upcoming updates. We sincerely apologize for this mistake and want to reassure that we are committed to continuously improving the quality of our localization to better the experience for all rovers. In the meantime, we will offer a one-time compensation of forging ties, five of them, to all rovers with known localization issues. So five single pulls on the weapon bearer. Uh, as we endeavor to constantly improve the localization quality across different languages, we encourage you to provide us with your comments or suggestions on improving the localization and the experience of players worldwide through in-game feedback channels or our customer support. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Okay, yeah, five single polls for like on the web burner. I feel like that should be. I feel like yeah, giving the people like their money, like the money that they spent on that web burner based on translation should be good. They should definitely do that. Honestly, low key, they should make this five into a 10. It should be like a free 10 pull on the web burner, in my humble opinion. But hey, that's just what I believe. On Virgin events, we have received extensive feedback on the duration and rewards of the Overdash Club event, which is the parkour event. I only did the first track. I'm just waiting as more time passes by so that I could just blaze through the rest of the stages and not have to worry about being like gatekeep by IRL time to like do the next one. Um, To address your concerns, we are currently in the process of redesigning the rules and reward schemes for the upcoming events, and media solutions are as below. We will introduce a new limited time special event, Wandering Exploration, to offer new rewards and content to improve your gaming experience. Okay, so a new event, new limited time event. Event rewards include 800 asteroids, which is the pole currency. That's cool. One morphable elite class Echo. That's pretty cool. Mo- Um. Oh wait, no, that's just morphable elite class Echo 1. Okay, morphable elite class Echo 2. Okay, so two elite Echo classes, a premium tuner and premium seal tube. Okay, that's actually that's actually pretty nice. I don't know fully how much awards is offered in like the Overdash Club event. I don't know. I haven't even like I said, I haven't finished it. I only did the first track. So I'll probably once I log on today, I'll look into it and see. Moving forward, we shall ensure we make rare collective endeavors internally and design the virgin events to improve the event content, quality, and rewards for your better experience. Okay. Uh, let's see. Future events or future version updates timeline. Since the official launch of Wuthering Waves, we have received extensive feedback regarding the game's storyline, localization, and various other aspects. We have been listening closely and are grateful for the continued enthusiasm and support from our players, which has exceeded our expectations. To allow everyone early access to experience more content and features of Wuthering Waves and version 1.0, we have decided to advance the release of subsequent content in version 1.0, starting on June 6th. Okay, so they're releasing more content early. This release will include the companion story Solitary Path for Resident Yin Lin, but we get an early companion story with Yin Lin on June 6th. The feature. Wait! The feature Resident convenient event when Thunder pours for Yin Lin, the limited time challenge event Alloy Spell, along with Bay Art spin off events and features. We're getting Yin Lin early? Boys, we're. It's June 6th, that's only 4 days away. Bro, Yeah, okay, this is definitely one way. Yeah, everyone's going to get like have like I guess either early access or early basically early access for Yin Lin. Bro, that's crazy. One of the ways will dude, that's insane. Like we get Yin Lin early. One of the ways version 1.0 will last until June 28th. Okay, so that's like how many more days? 26. At time of recording, that's 26 more days. Uh, After which, we will schedule a server downtime and implement the update for the Waves version 1.1, Dawn of Eons, which will include a new area, of course, now Firmament, new residents, Gen C and Chang Li, who I'm a poor Chang Li. That's who I want, and a new boss, Joy. Well, okay, spoiler alert. We're fighting Joy Lee, guys. I mean, no, actually, no, we kind of knew. It tells us in the story that Gen C would have to fight Joy. So in the story, it they do like kind of like hint, or they basically like tell us that like yeah, Gen C is gonna have to fight Joy. Like that fight is going to happen. So okay, it's not spoiler. I was about to say it's like well spoiler, freaking new boss. So we fight the dragon. Okay, so that got cleared up like in the story. That gets cleared up. Um, to compensate for any inconvenience caused by this version timing adjustment, we will issue compensation to our rovers. Another temple. Wow. Kuro Games is just the company that keeps on giving. They just keep on giving, man. They just keep on giving these rewards. It's amazing. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. For detailed information on the event time adjustments, please refer to the in-game announcements. Okay, that's malfunction. These are just like requirements. On combat and control experience optimization, we have heard your feedback regarding the poor experience with all aiming and all lockdown controls, key remapping requirements, and game field design. Based on the issues that repeatedly come up and per discussions, we have identified the following issues and will address them accordingly, while working on a solution to other known issues not listed below. The all aim or all lock on camera performance and bow. Okay, I don't know what issue that is. I never had that issue. But other people might have. All right, so I can understand it for them if they're like, "Hey, I had this issue," right? Um, in the recent updates, we have disabled the combat camera correction feature on PC by default. We have also optimized the default values and ranges for combat camera settings. All right, so bosses existing in combat state unexpectedly. In recent updates, we have optimized the aggro ranges for certain bosses, including Duthering Memphis, Crowless, whatever that thing is, and Permenius Heron, and adjusted the prerequisites for enemies uh, to leave the combat state to reduce abnormal disengagement engagements. And upcoming updates, we will introduce a disengagement warning feature. Ghost touch Ghost touch issues on mobile. In recent updates, we have expanded the anti-ghost touch area around buttons. Further versions will include further optimizations for mobile controls. Okay, that's just like mobile. Delayed availability of custom keybind feature. In version 1.1, the prerequisite to unlock the custom keybind feature will be lowered to Union Level 2. We will also introduce a new player tutorial for using the custom keybind feature. We will gradually support more custom keybind options for both keyboard and or mouse and controller modes. Excuse me. Controller mode experience optimization. In version 1.1, we will remap the current uh, controller shortcut of Open Chat to Open Map and add an option to invert the Y axis. Uh, Future versions will support controller mode on mobile devices. Poor game field design impact signification. In future versions, we will constantly improve the event signification and game field design for characters and monsters, enhancing the overall combat experience and positive feedback during the battles. I feel like the combat is so good and like Royal Raid. I don't know how much more they could improve on it, but I don't know. Maybe who knows? Maybe maybe one of these future versions, we'll see if the impact feels any more, I guess, impactful than it already is. On other content, no purchase limits for store items like flour, leading to accidental purchases. In recent updates, we have added a weekly purchase limit for certain items in the store. Oh well, okay. Audio and sound effect bugs. In recent updates, we have addressed issues regarding mission sounding effects and excessively loud ambient sounds. We have completed some investigations and updates to fix these issues. We will continue to optimize the audio experience to provide a more immersive audio visual experience. Performance issues, crashes, and instability. In recent updates, we have fixed crashes with the issues of these certain devices. We are currently identifying the cause of our crash reports, and we'll continue to fix this. We apologize for any inconvenience for this, or any inconvenience this may have caused. We are committed to ongoing performance optimization. If you encounter related issues with gaming, please contact customer support for assistance. And depths of elusive realm event optimization updates. We have received numerous player feedback and suggestions regarding the depths of elusive realm event in version 1.0 and the upcoming version 1.1 update. We will further improve this event and add new content, including more playable characters, new challenges, new mechanics, new buffs. Okay. Apart from the adjustments mentioned above, we recognize that there are still many issues in the game that fit per experience. We are committed to listening to every single piece of feedback, continuously organizing, optimizing, and resolving these issues to make weather ways better. We will share and communicate further updates on optimization progress with you actively. Additionally, we will continue to gather player feedback through version surveys. Since the Weather Ways official global launch, we have been disheartened by our inability to provide a high quality gaming experience to our rovers. We understand that continuously releasing better versions and content is our goal and mission, and we will always strive to uphold them. Finally, we sincerely thank all rovers for their continuous attention and unwavering support for Weathering Waves by Weathering Waves dev team. Alright, so that was, it was long, it was pretty hefty, but we got through it. But that was it. That was the entire version adjustments and like updates that they're going with in future versions and patches. Uh, to summarize it, basically, we're gonna get a new event, double echo material event. We're gonna get double rewards for that. People are gonna get compensated a billion shell credits for, I guess, for the bug of like leveling up their echoes. You know, for like recycling their echoes. They're gonna get compensated for that because there was a system error with that one. Let's see what else do we have here. Um, let's see. Yeah, echo development materials. Uh, it'll be increased. We're gonna get 20 crystal solvents, which is uh basically a freaking ton of wave plates. So so have fun grinding and fighting like a lot of bosses over and over again. They addressed the 5-star description issue with the GI weapon for the Japanese community. They could have gave us like a 10 pull, like refund the players in Japanese community or players Japanese community who spent money on the game to get pulls for the weapon. Yeah, refund their money back. And I feel like this 5 should be a 10. In my opinion, I just think the 5 should be a 10. But definitely refund the Japanese community like the money. Uh, let's see, what's this there? We're gonna get more rewards for like the next event that's coming up, or whether in exploration. Uh, we're getting a new area. Of course, the Resonators, we knew this already. The new boss, Joy, yeah, that's gonna be very interesting. Can't wait to see how this boss fight looks. It's probably gonna be amazing. Uh, we're also getting Yilin early, June 6th. That's pretty good. That's amazing, even. And we're also being compensated 10 polls for like the issues, which again I have not experienced little to any issues, especially the ones that are being described here. But hey, thank you, thank you to everyone else for taking the fall. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the fall and for getting Kuro Games to give us more uh rewards. I appreciate it. What else is there? A lot of it just like or like optimization stuff. A couple of it is like controller optimization, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's a that's a lot. That's a lot of version adjustments and updates that they're going to make. But hey, I see maybe with the Japanese community, maybe that caveat there. But I see little to no uh reason to not believe that the Kuro Games devs are not going to go through these adjustments, and I believe that these adjustments will be will be great, and a lot of people are going to love the adjustments. I know definitely a lot of people are going to love the fact that we're going to get yelling early. Uh, Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It would be very appreciative if you would do that. Thank you so much for watching, and say it would be one last time. Genshin can never. All right, that's it. Peace.